Hi guys, I'm Dr.RAYLEE. Let's talk about foods that have been scientifically proven to cause cancer when you consume them. Whether you have been diagnosed with cancer of any sort or you just want to reduce your risk of ever getting cancer in your life, then you need to know about these foods because it is said that you are what you eat, and that is absolutely true. And knowing about these foods and changing your diet lifestyle will hugely impact you positively. So by eliminating these foods, you'll be limiting your risk of ever getting cancer and stay cancer free. And the first food is charred food. When you cook your meat at a higher temperature or over an open flame, there could be the release of cancer-causing compounds such as the polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. It has been found to be carcinogenic and increase the risk of breast cancer, lung cancer, and prostate cancer. The carcinogenic compounds are formed when the fat or juice from the meat drips down and comes into contact with the open flame, and the smoke that is created contains the PAHS and is absorbed into the meat. So what should we do then? Number one, be sure to trim off the fat from the meat. By minimizing the fat, you are actually minimizing the formation of that compound that causes cancer. Secondly, cook at a low and slow temperature instead of cooking things at a high temperature. And lastly, always wash your meat with acidic compounds such as apple cider vinegar, citrus fruits before cooking, and this reduces the amount of these cancer compounds found in the smoke. The second food is sugar sweetened beverages. Cancer cells live on sugar, and these beverages such as the soft drinks increase the propensity of becoming obese, and the extra weight are known to place people at a higher risk of cancer, and it leads to unhealthy body weight which causes inflammation and insulin resistance, and that can lead to cancer. The next food is processed meat. Most of these foods contain nitrates, and there's huge scientific evidence that backs this claim, and that the more you consume processed meat, the more you are likely to develop cancer such as the breast cancer, colon cancer, colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, and lung cancer. And WHO categorized processed meats as category 1 carcinogen to the human body, and it is estimated that if you consume around 50 grams of processed meat per day, you will increase your risk of about 18 to 20%, and that is huge. I would recommend maybe once a while you can go for processed meat and not on a regular basis, okay? And examples include the deli meat, the hot dogs, the sausages, the beef jerky, and the canned meat. These processed meats have been exposed to salting, fermentation, smoking to promote the shelf life or to enhance the flavor. And remember to go for a nitrate-free meat if you must eat processed meat sometimes. The next food that causes cancer is alcohol, and alcohol has been categorized by WHO as category 1 carcinogen, and alcohol increases the risk of various cancers such as the breast cancer, the throat cancer, the prostate cancer, the lung cancer, and the liver cancer. And the more you drink, the higher the risk of developing cancer. And alcohol causes inflammation in the body, and it encourages anabolic activity which leads to excess growth of cells or tissues, and this inflammation can eventually cause cancer. The next food is red meat, and WHO listed red meat as category 2A carcinogen to the human body, and they include the pork, the beef, the lamb, and the veal. So you gotta cut down your intake or cut off completely. That would be better, and go for white meat such as the chicken, the turkey, and the fish. So the more white meat you consume, especially the fish, the lower your risk of getting cancer in your life. Then we have the high sodium processed foods. These include the packaged or the processed foods mostly that have high amount of sodium or salt, and this include the fast foods, and they can cause stomach cancer, and high sodium intake can actually lead to chronic inflammation in the body and causes damage to the DNA and inhibit the immune system, rendering them weak to fight off cancer cells. And lastly, we have the trans fat. They have high levels of free radicals causing inflammation, and they include the commercially baked or fried or processed snacks, leading to the risk of breast cancer and colorectal cancer. So these are the 7 foods that trigger the growth of cancer cells in our body, and it is our responsibility to cut off or cut down the consumption of these foods if you want to live a healthy life and for a very long time. If you got value out of this video, kindly give us a like, comment, subscribe, and share this with all your loved ones. Hey, always remember that God wants your health, your life.